Hi, I have in my hand here a Scart, the RCA adapter cable. Now, if we just look at this here, the first thing we'll note is that the Scart connector here has a total of 21 pins. And if we look on the RCA end of it here, normally we would say with RCA cables you'll have 3 outputs, but in this case we have actually 4 cables here on it. So if we look back at the Scart, we'll notice that there's no selector switch, no input and no output. So this cable is wired slightly differently and somewhat cleverly. So what we have is, we have an input side here where the red cable covers the input on the video and the black cable covers the input on the audio. And on the output side, yellow is the video and white here is the audio. Now the first thing I'm going to mention here on this whole thing is go with the color codes I'm describing here and what's listed on our website if you want to get wired this correctly, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to display this working in 2 different ways. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Scart connector here. And so this setup here is pretty well ideal because on this situation we might want to convert Scart to RCA, or alternatively want to convert RCA to Scart. So if we look at our Sky Plus HD box here, it has a Scart output, but it also has an RCA output. And if we look at this television here, we have an RCA input here, but also what we have is, if we just rotate this right around, you'll see here we have actual Scart inputs here as well. So this will allow us to demonstrate it being used in both ways. So we'll start off and we'll use it on the basis that we have a Scart signal here, and we want to come along and we want to convert it to RCA. So what we're going to do here at this point is I'm going to get the red here, I'm going to put it into the video input, which marked on our RCA here. And then the other thing here is I can just put this in, because it's a mono output here, I can put it into either of the audios here. And I'll just rotate this television around here, and I just want to select the corresponding input. So it should be Scart input 4. And if you come down here, we'll see that we have both picture and sound here. Okay, so this is the first demonstration of it. Now we're going to use it where we have an RCA output and a Scart input. So what I'll do here is, I'm going to take this right around here, and I'm going to disconnect these cables here, and I'm going to disconnect the Scart. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to come along and I'm going to connect the yellow as the video out, and now use once again either one of the audios here, and I'll get the Scart input here, and if I look in the back of the TV I'm simply going to use this one here, and we'll just push it in here, connect in like that. So once again we can just rotate our television back around and I come along, and what we see here is that if I go for input number 2, I believe it is this time, we have both sound and picture again. So you can see here it's a very flexible and convenient lead, and if you follow the color codes we've indicated in the video here, it'll work perfectly. So that's it anyway, an overview of the Scart to RCA adapter.